Hello, kabayan! Welcome to our 10K subscribers video!
Welcome back to our channel. Just got off from the church.
That's why we look pretty. Maganda ako.
So finally, we're gonna make a video for our Q&A. It's been a long time since we planned this. Medyo matagal na ngayon na kami gagawa ng aming Q&A.
We're trying to find both personal questions about us and then just general questions about us as well.
We have 15 questions and let's start it.
The first one, our age, birthplace, height, work, education, religion or faith, our siblings and family, and how close we are. So, I will let him take the floor.
Ako po ay 24 years old. Birthplace is Nueva Ecija, Philippines po. My province. Height is
just say it.
5'6". Work po, cybersecurity. Education, still in school. Religion, Christian. And then magkakapatid po, madami po.
My turn. I am 22.
Good learning.
Yep. And I will be 23 in November. My birthplace, I was born and raised in a small town up north called Cottonwood, Arizona. It was very small. It's getting bigger now, but yeah, I'm a small town girl from the west, so that's why I'm a redneck. My height, I am 5'5". How I know he's 5'6" is because he's an inch taller than me. And I know I am 5'5".
I'm not that short.
Compared to me.
Right.
Now my family. My work, I'm a office support administrator. I basically do secretarial work and administrator work. Education, currently enrolled in a Tagalog class with a tutor, and I'm thinking about continuing my education, but it's still a thought. Religion, I am Baptist. I'm a firm believer in salvation and my faith in Jesus. And siblings, I do have one sibling biologically. I do have one sibling, a younger brother, but I do have an older brother. And I am very close with my younger brother. He's my best friend. And I'm very close with my parents too.
Question number 2. Paano kami nagkakilala? Sino ang nanligaw? And sino unang na in love? So, nagkakilala kami sa Facebook. Through Facebook.
Facebook dating. I was doing it to make friends, and I told him we were just going to be friends when we first started talking.
Started with swipe right. I started messaging her.
Yeah, I remember his first thing. So in my bio, I say that I'm learning Korean. And so his first thing was, "You know Korean? That's cool."
Yep.
I was like, thanks! I was a terrible texter. I am a terrible texter. Unless I am close with people,
Hindi siya ma-text. Eh, pag Filipino naman tayo, lagi tayo nagte-text. So she doesn't like texting. And then we decided to plan, date.
Set a date to meet each other the first time. The first time, he actually asked me to come out here to Phoenix.
Which is 2 hours away from Cottonwood.
Yeah. To go to a Korean barbecue place to meet. At first I was great, and then I thought about it. It's not safe to meet a random stranger from the city. So I asked him if he could go to Cottonwood instead, and we meet at a Mexican food place, and he agreed.
First date, kasama yung buong pamilya niya. Grandma, mom, dad, which is unusual for a first date. But I said I said yes. I'm glad that we met that way. So
yeah, I am too, because my dad is able to see things in a different light than what I am. So he'd be able to tell me if you were not a smart person to meet with, or
on my mind, I was like, if I'm gonna get shot, this is the day.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, he's probably not gonna show up. I'm probably gonna have to pay for dinner for all all my family.
Talking to her mom mostly.
Yeah. Every time I was ready to ask him a question and I would kind of angle myself to start asking him, my mom would ask that question. And since he was sitting right across from her while I was beside him, he was just answering right back. Of course, that's respectful, but I was like, come on, Mom.
But we had a great time.
Yep.
After dinner. She asked me for a coffee. I was about to go home. Papunta na po ako sa bahay ko. Pauwi na ako. But she asked me for a coffee.
To be fair, my dad was the one that had loudly said, ask him for coffee.
Una pa lang may brownie points na ako.
I was shy. I was scared. I was nervous. I mean, a very attractive male who, in all terms, literally showed how amazing he is. I was nervous. I was like,
We had a good time.
But we had a good time. Thank you, Dad.
I love you.
I love you more. You're my dad.
Was that love at first sight for you?
Yeah, I can honestly say now that it really was.
Same.
Baby, baby, you're my sun and moon. Girl, you're everything between. A lot of pretty faces could waste my time.
At first, I was trying to tell him, no, it's lust. I don't want to be in a relationship because I was still, scared and scarred. That's us.
Question number 3.
Did you want to have an American girlfriend before moving to the US?
Bago po ako pumunta dito, kala ko maraming Filipinos. I'm used to dating Filipinos, but no, I haven't really thought about that. I guess I was thinking I'm gonna date, Latina. The values, the culture, kind of the same.
Similar.
Medyo parehas po. So, pero nung nakita ko si Desiree, tsaka yung values niya, it's different. I mean, not different, but it's the same as Filipinos. Like her family, the way she carried herself, personality, and all stuff. So, nakita ko sa kanya yung pagka-Pilipina. Number 4, what qualities does Desiree have most Filipino women don't?
I'm a redhead.
Yeah, redhead. I feel like they all have the same qualities, like nurturing, caring. Based on my experience, I don't know, you're more of everything. How much love you care about me. You love your family. That's what matters to me. So, number 5.
Top 5 reasons why we chose each other. First one, he was very attractive. The dark hair, dark eyes.
So yun yung mga gusto nila dito, yung mga dark hair, dark eyes, straight hair.
Actual hair.
Yung mga gusto nila.
Nice hair. The second was the same faith base. We believe the same. The third reason was, again, family. Like you said, you're close to your siblings, to your family. You want our families to be close. You are very caring. In your own way, of course, but you put in effort. You try your best to speak the love language that I have, even when you're not comfortable with it. And you are a very driven hard worker. You do your best to provide for the future, but you have goals to be farther than what you are.
Oh, wow.
I
That's so
admire
sweet.
and respect that. No respect for other human beings or for their own family. I can't respect them.
That's very sweet. I love you.
I love you more.
For me, top 5 reasons. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Redhead.
Okay.
You're beautiful. That's number 1. Number 2, you're very respectful towards your families, towards to other opinions of different people. Number 3, very loving, very touchy, very clingy. I know it sounds annoying, but I like that. It just means that you really love me. Number 4, you're very caring. You care about the others first before yourself. Number 5, you're not very selfish. I fell in love with you.
But you're my dream girl.
Moving on before I cry.
Number 6.
One thing we favor about each other and one thing we dislike about each other. I love his silliness. It is my favorite thing. The silly faces he makes, the jokes he makes, just the carefree attitude that he has, especially when he's around his family. He shows the manliness that he has. So when he's able to be carefree and silly with me, it just makes me feel like I bring that out in him and it makes me happy. But one thing I dislike him, he's silent for a lot of things. Tired, just doesn't want to talk. Upset, frustrated, angry, like, other than when he's really happy, he is silent. And I can't tell the difference. I can't. His face is the same, he's just stoic, he's just stone cold. And I'm like,
me, she show her love, you know, through words and through her work. She always telling me that I'm special. Special ed. She always tells me that she loves me. She always tells me that she's lucky, which we are both lucky. But dislike, she doesn't want to get spoiled. There's one time that I'm planning to surprise her with just a bag. Nagplano po ako, and then pumunta kami sa isang factory outlet. Pumunta kami doon, and then
I'm not used to it, and I feel like I don't deserve it.
yeah, she's not used to someone buying gifts for her. So, number 7, where do we go for most dates?
Right here.
So like you can just like go somewhere like park, fast food, buffet, library.
It's mostly food though.
Hindi siya maarte, you're not very expensive to take out. So, number 8, family's reaction and opinion in our relationship. My family po, yung reaction nila is natutuwa. I don't really tell my personal relationship that fast to my family. I wait for like 6 months to a year. I think first month we've
It was
dated.
the first month we dated.
I introduced Desiree to my parents, and they like her. Nakita po nila yung values ni Desiree, family values, and how she portrays herself in front of my families, and how she respects my
I love
family.
your family. I love you.
Especially my mom.
I love mahal kita, tita. Their opinions. My mom liked you from the first date when we first met. Just because you were there on time, you showed yourself accountable. She really liked you first. She thought you were also a very attractive young man. She's like, he's totally your type. When we were looking at your picture, she's like, he's pretty cute. Are you gonna try?
Are you gonna try like food?
Yeah. My dad was very, as dads are with their children and their little girls, but his opinion of him was that he respected him. As far as I can remember, he definitely respected your timeliness, your conversation, just the way you portrayed yourself at the first dinner, when you held the door open and waited for us all to walk in, your attitude overall. You thought that was very good of you, so he respected that of you. And their opinions on him, he's great. They want the best for us, but they want God's timing. They love him. They love him. The jokes him and my dad say, oh goodness.
Number 9, favorite Filipino dish and favorite dish that she cooked for me.
My favorite Filipino dish is
Sisig.
Oh gosh, I love it.
Gusto na yung sisig. Favorite dish na niluto niya sa akin is the kimchi fried rice. Favorite to. Number 10, difference between Filipino, Filipina, and Americans.
Respect for the woman, Filipino. Very respectful, much. He wants me to do what is best for me. Whether working, whether stay at home, and he's always grateful no matter what I do.
Difference between Filipina and Americans, they are very straightforward. Americans are just, alright, I'm gonna tell you what I feel. Number 11, do we see ourselves together in the future?
Woo!
Yep, absolutely.
Till death do we part.
Where's the...
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting, guys.
How many kids do we want?
3.
Number 13, why did we start a YouTube channel?
Well, when we first started talking about it, we kind of just wanted to do it for documenting purposes, just to document, the beginning of our relationship. That way in the future, rather than having all these other videos and stuff, we can just find it on YouTube for our kids in the future if they're curious about our relationship.
Number 14, when will we visit the Philippines? That's my question too. Hopefully this year, but we're trying. We will see. But our plan is go to Palawan, Boracay, kumain siya ng street foods.
I'm excited for street foods.
Binondo,
I'm excited for food.
Nueva Ecija. Yun yung mga plano namin.
Meet her friends and see everywhere you grew up. And I'm excited. More to learn more about him and the food.
Number 15. When do we plan to get married? The engagement would be... You find out.
Even I got curious.
God bless.